Today we're going to be studying the movie 300 so we can see how the humans pass their history down to their next generations. Okay, already we're off to a weird start here. Leonidas was like 60 by the time of the Battle of Thermopylae. He's like 35 in this movie. And then also, these humans are depicted as not wearing armor, just capes, underwear, and then 12-pack abs. The real Spartan humans wore armor. I mean, like, I get that you got these rockin' abs, but that's not gonna protect you against an arrow. Wow, she can really dance. Wow, she can really dance. I really want whatever the heck she's on. That looks like she's just having the best time of her life. And they're off to see the Persians, the wonderful Persians of Thermopylae. So the Spartans have made it to Thermopylae, and wow, okay, they have portrayed the Persians in a very problematic state here. Okay, god damn. They're making this whole entire thing in the movie that, like, Persia is built on slavery and Sparta is fighting against slavery. Sparta literally enslaved an entire city. And you weren't a man until you went into that city at the age of 18 and silently unalived that person. The Spartans were some of the most oppressive people at the time. Elephants? Where did that come from? The Persians didn't use any elephants at the Battle of Thermopylae. What is going on? Okay, this whole action hero thing where they're breaking out of their formation and going off on their own and fighting the army, like, that never happened. And also, that goes completely against the strategy that this King Leonidas human is trying to do. The whole point of fighting at Thermopylae is because of the fact that there is this small, narrow pass in between this giant mountain and this giant cliff. And it's so small that once they form the shield wall, the phalanx, it can go ahead and go across that pass, thus blocking the Persians, and then the Persians, going down into that funnel of a pass, have to square off against the Spartans one by one. They have to go man for man. They can't just overwhelm the Spartans and surround them with their numbers. No, that's the whole point. Also, according to the Spartan human's law, if you were to break the phalanx, that is an immediate unaliving for punishment. Okay, so yeah, that actually happened. The Spartans did make a wall of Persian bodies. God, the humans are just scary. And they actually have some of the crazy one-liners that were spoken in history actually in this battle. That's kind of cool, because the Spartans were famous for their wit. So they would often do these crazy one-liners, like when Leonidas told the Persians, come and take them, when the Persians told them to lay their weapons down. But this crazy one-liner, I mean, this was actually said, but not in the way that the movie portrays it. The "we will fight in the shade" line, that was said in real life by the Spartan Dionysius, but not tauntingly to some Persian. It was actually said to a Greek. A Greek looked at the Spartan Dionysius and he said, "Spartan, be forewarned, the Persians are in so many numbers that their arrows will blot out the sun." And then Dionysius just looked back at him and he said, "Huh, then we'll fight in the shade, bitch." I mean, that's like paraphrased. Okay, well, these immortals have just been completely inaccurately portrayed. In real life, they just had linen clothing, wicker shields, a short spear, and then a veil that went over their face in black so you couldn't see their face. And again, with all of these inaccuracies, this Ephialtes guy, he wasn't a deformed Spartan who was cast out of the city. No, he was just a local goat herder who knew about the pass leading behind the Greeks and he wanted to get rich. So he went over to Xerxes, told him about the pass, took his money, and away he went. And then it just shows the Greeks running away? Bullshit, I call on that. In real history, the Spartan humans ordered the Greek humans to go home because he knew that they were screwed. So he was like, hey, every non-Spartan, go home. And then 1,000 Thespian humans were like, hey, you know what? We don't want to go home. We kind of want to just go to the end with you. And then the Leonidas human was like, cool, that's awesome. You can be with us. And then the 400 Thebans that were holding hostage. I don't exactly know what that means, but that's what's told to us from Herodotus. Okay, how they portrayed the last day here. See, the Spartans and the Thespians and the Thebans and whoever was left on the last day, they all advanced as far out as they could into the pass while they bought the other Greeks time. Then the Persians came in and they started fighting like any other day. And at one point, the phalanx was broken, but that's literally because the shields were so battered that they couldn't be used. And the spears, most of them had been broken, so the Spartans and Greeks who were left were fighting with their hands and teeth. And the movie portrays Leonidas's passing so wrong. It takes away all of the emotion from the real historical event. In this movie, we just see Leonidas as the last Spartan left. He stands up and he's like, my queen, my wife, my love. And then just a bunch of arrows hit him. In real life, he had pushed farther than any other Spartan. I think he had unalived like 2 or 3 of Xerxes' brothers, and then a hail of arrows hit him. But the emotional part comes when the Spartans battled 4 times just for his body. That shows...
Skip this video if you don't love your mother. Which place would you choose for your mother? Click the follow, like, and share buttons if you choose heaven. I give you 3 seconds to choose.
How much they loved this human. I mean, don't get me wrong, these humans are absolutely terrifying, and this moment is definitely proof for it, but also in this moment, when they're battling just for this body, it shows the immense capability the humans have for love. And then they bring King Leonidas' body back, they form a circle around it, Xerxes comes to the Spartans and he's just like, hey guys, just go home, you don't have to surrender, but give me the body, alright? Like, I've lost so many people, we just need the body of King Leonidas. You guys can go home, you guys can wait to fight another day. And then the Spartans looked back at Xerxes, and they're like, we stay with our king. And good golly did they, because all of them were unalived in that moment. I mean, this movie is just so wildly inaccurate. It's not nearly as exciting as the actual history was. Heck, it's not even as brutal or violent as the real history was. This is tame compared to the actual battle. Hey guys, I absolutely love researching about the Battle of Thermopylae. I'm a giant history nerd, and that is one thing that I've just loved studying ever since I was a kid. I started talking about it in a couple videos for the last couple days, and a lot of people have seemed to like it. So obviously, I just wanted to kind of do this video about 300 and how inaccurate it is. I have a very love-hate relationship with that movie. I enjoy the fact that it's kind of mythology that the Spartans are telling about the battle, but I just don't like how people watch that movie and they don't understand the real story. If you guys like that video, go ahead and hit the follow button. Let me know other things that the aliens should react to in the comment section. Guys, I do have a Patreon now, and for only $2 each month, you can go ahead and get some exclusive content. The link is in my bio. Check it out. It's a fun old time over there. Also, guys, this video is being sponsored by Grifter's Cola. Grifter's Cola. The reason why the bees are going extinct. That's really not good. This cola company's going to destroy the world.